and working every single day to make this the most popular program offered by SiriusXM Satellite Radio, because it's based in one thing and one thing only, and that is rational thought. So welcome to the Wilkow Majority. I'm Andrew Wilkow. I'm going to do something on the program today that I am convinced has never been done in all of conservative-minded talk radio. I could be wrong. This is not like a gotcha, an opportunity for a gotcha moment. I'm going to use a clip from the Golden Girls to actually make a point. Yes, the Golden Girls. Not right this second, but I'm going to use one. Because for some reason, this one episode stuck in my mind, and it took me this long. And working every single day to make this the most popular program offered by SiriusXM Satellite Radio, because it's based in one thing and one thing only, and that is rational thought. So welcome to the Wilkow Majority. I'm Andrew Wilkow. I'm going to do something on the program today that I am convinced has never been done in all of conservative-minded talk radio. I could be wrong. This is not like a gotcha, an opportunity for a gotcha moment. I'm going to use a clip from the Golden Girls to actually make a point. Yes, the Golden Girls. Not right this second, but I'm going to use one. Because for some reason, this one episode stuck in my mind, and it took me this long to actually find the audio to use on the air. You're saying, Andrew, I am a huge Golden Girls fan. Don't even tell me you're not a Golden Girls fan. Don't even try. The episode was when Blanche's sister, Charmaine, wrote a romance novel. And it turned out all the stories were stolen from Blanche's life. And there's a little conflict between Blanche and Charmaine. Anyway, Stan's cousin from Czechoslovakia comes for a visit as well. And Dorothy takes her to a bookstore. And she's shocked at how much freedom there is in the bookstore. And there's another reason why. I'm not going to tell you what book Dorothy cites. Now, this might be a trivia question. Does anybody know the answer to this? Does anybody know the answer? Before I play this clip of audio, does anybody know the answer to this trivia question? Dorothy's standing in the bookstore with Stan's cousin, and she cites a book on freedom. 1-866-95 Patriot. Does anybody know the answer to this? I'll be shocked if anybody gets this one. You have it ready to go? I'm going to use this clip more than once during the program because Mike will tell you, I have been searching for this clip for the longest time, and finally this morning I found it. Now, you have it set to start at 1:07, right? Okay. Listen to this very carefully. And there's a reason why I'm playing this. Play it.
So many books.
I know. This is a bookstore.
If you need me, I'll be in the Bitter Children of Celebrity section.
Don't get lost.
Too many books, too many contradictory opinions next to each other. This leads to anarchy.
These books represent different ideas.
Dorothy, what's going to happen now? There is freedom. The people in my country are going to read all these books and be confused. Now, the way things were, we knew what to do. The choices were easy. When there is one road, no one gets lost.
Not necessarily. Back in St. Albans.
Rose. Is this a story about someone getting lost?
Uh-huh.
Well, don't tell us. Show us. Magda, there are two books that I want you to read. The first one is Thomas Paine's Common Sense. I think it'll give you some idea of what freedom is all about. And the second is Vanna White's autobiography.
Why should I read this?
It's just a hell of a book.
Dorothy on The Golden Girls, played by B. Arthur, cites Thomas Paine's Common Sense when trying to talk to somebody who only knows communism. The decisions are already made for you. There is only one path. How many times have I said on this program that one of the underlying beliefs of communism or socialism or collectivism when actually applied, is that there'll be only one path: a central government. And that central government will always know what's best, and it will make all the decisions for you. I don't know how much more of a campy pop culture reference I can make than playing some audio of the Golden Girls. But I think the dialogue stands on its own. That is what socialism, collectivism, communism, whatever you want to call it, eventually descends into: the single path. There is only one way to think. There is only one way to feel. There is only one thing to be seen, only one book to be read. Where do you see in the world a socialist collectivist government where the people have freedom the way we do in the United States? Freedom of thought, freedom of art, freedom of expression. I'm going to play another clip of audio for you because it's an amazing thing about the concept of the dog chasing the car. Community organizers, socialists, people that want to bring it all down are like a dog chasing a car. The problem is when they catch the car, what do they do with it? In other words, if these revolutionaries bring down the economy, if they destroy the rich, if they abolish private property, how do they then run a government? Are people who believe in this capable of running government in a way that is utopian, but is also allows for individual freedom? The answer is no. The problem is that when you bring it all down, what do you build it up with? Do the people who have the capacity to demolish something doesn't mean the capacity to erect something? It's much easier to take a wrecking ball to a skyscraper than it is to build the skyscraper. And if one is jealous of a skyscraper or an opulent home, or anything for that matter, it's easier to destroy it than to find the capacity within oneself to emulate the characteristics of the people in those opulent homes, in those skyscrapers, and become wealthy and successful yourself. I mean, what is it a bully does when he sees a kid with a sandcastle? Does the bully build a sandcastle? Or does the bully trash the sandcastle? And once these people are in control and they get nervous at the fact that the very tactics that they used to bring it all down might be used in a counter-revolution, which would be really a counter-revolution because we already had a revolution in this country. They want to counter that revolution of limited government, of checks and balances, of balanced power. What do they want? They want a central government. But what do they do to guard against that? Now, I can't believe I'm going to do that. You want to talk about a wild swing in audio? First was the Golden Girls. Now this is an FBI informant named Larry Gratwall who gave a very famous interview in 1982 after William Ayers, Bill Ayers, Obama's buddy, yes, friend, palling around with terrorists, all that good stuff. After the Weather Underground was broken up as we know it, and after some technicality freed William Ayers and Bernardine Dorn, somebody who was on the inside and feeding information to the FBI gave an interview with 60 Minutes. His name was Larry Gratwall. I want you to listen to what he said about the post-revolution plan for people who may not go along with their new, single, shining path, great leap forward. Play it.
I brought up the subject of what's going to happen after we take over the government. we become responsible then for administrating 250 million people. And there was no answers. No one had given any thought to economics. How are you going to clothe and feed these people? The only thing that I could get was that they expected that the Cubans and the North Vietnamese and the Chinese and the Russians would all want to occupy different portions of the United States. They also believed that their immediate responsibility would be to protect against what they called the counter-revolution. And they felt that this counter-revolution could best be guarded against by creating and establishing re-education centers in the Southwest.